Coming to the U of A, there's a lot of majors to choose from. Are you looking for an experience that goes beyond the classroom? The Retailing and Consumer Sciences major is filled with professional development opportunities. Here's some reasons why it might be a great fit for you.
The RCS major is why I came to Tucson, Arizona. So I found out about the major and that it was available at the University of Arizona, and I decided to come here to pursue that.
I chose the RCSC major actually because of Felicia Frontain. So when I came before I started my freshman year, I knew I always wanted to do something with fashion, but I never really knew what retailing was or even that there was a major for it. And I came to this school, I toured the building, I fell in love. Felicia was hilarious. She convinced me that this was the place I was meant to be, and ultimately it has been, and I've loved it ever since.
So I applied as a nutrition sciences major, and I decided to change just because I wanted something that would be more career oriented for me. As interested as I am in nutrition and that kind of stuff, I wanted something that would ultimately lead to a solid career. And so I chose retail just because I'm interested in business, I like the math side, and so I really want to be a buyer and use my studies to go from there.
I chose the retail major actually after I came to the U of A. I first came to the U of A as a pre-med major, and I was studying pre-physiology. That wasn't really something I really had a passion for, so I was seeking other majors at the U of A.
The better question to really ask is, why did I stay with it? Obviously, I was doing all the same prerequisites as the business majors, and that was another option for me. My mom was an Eller graduate, so that's kind of was a side note. But really why I stayed with it is because of just the academics behind it, and also the Terry J. Lundgren Center for Retailing. I loved having real recruiters and real executives come into the classroom all the time and kind of bring what you were learning in class full circle, and you could see how that was applied directly to the industry.
What differentiates the RCSC major is not only the course content that's offered, it is the opportunities that are offered for our students. Get involved early on. Those clubs, the student activities boards that we have are vital to obtaining your image, to obtaining your brand, and getting your career.
With the retail major, I really like all the events that they offer for us and all the different things that the center has for us to offer, and I think that's been really beneficial, just going to those different sessions, going to the different career fairs, and just putting myself out there and kind of learning the steps that I'll need for future interviews.
What I love most about the major is the fact that the projects are so hands-on, and you actually get to work with real retailers and kind of projects that they're dealing with themselves.
It's a great, I think, program that kind of combines the applied, so the actual work in the field, with the learning, so the academic side of the business as well.
My most interesting class was last semester. I took Scott's Retail New Venture class, which is for retail entrepreneurship. And the project was insane. It was a lot of work. We had to create our own business model and do all the financials for our own store, and I created Mookie's, the Milk and Cookie Company, which is a bakery, and I had so much fun. I learned so much, and I'm actually expanding on it for my honors thesis, and it has taught me so much.
It was cool kind of working on a project and applying those skills that I was learning in class to my job that I was doing outside of the classroom.
Well, I defined, I think, having taught a lot of RCSC students and a lot of students before that, is someone who isn't afraid or actually even embraces failure.
It's a small major, so we really are able to get to know our professors. I'm very involved in the Terry J. Lundgren Center, and I feel like I'm able to make connections with our partners that take the time to get to know the students here.
My advice for students that are in the RCSC major is to attend every event that we host. You get so much opportunity to network with other recruiters from different companies that a lot of other majors don't have that opportunity to do. Also, I suggest applying for every scholarship possible. The center provides so many opportunities for students to get scholarships, and I feel that a lot of times students let that opportunity pass them by, and I think that's the biggest takeaway I took is, I applied for so many different things being in this major, and I didn't get everything I applied for. But the ones that I did get, I took full advantage of them. For instance, my YMA scholarship, and I had so many networking opportunities, so many relationships I formed from that one experience that has changed my career path ultimately in the end.
For more information on the Terry J. Lundgren Center and the Retailing and Consumer Sciences major, please visit the links below.